go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't wanna let you know. Is this what we become?
Imagine me there while you are here. I'm thinking of
I tried so hard. I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling.
Oh, the keys and the lip. Come get lost with me. Come get lost with me. Come get lost with me. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling.
stories come from the night. So baby, what you wanna write? You and me gotta make some memories. So come and write the story with me, baby. You know how I feel. Come and grab some color with me. We'll paint the city red. Don't care what you said. Let's go for a ride.
All right, let's get into it. How's everybody doing today? I hope you are well. Hope you're having an awesome Thursday and getting ready for the new year. For a lot of people, I know it's not such a big celebration since Christmas has just happened, but for us in Russia here, it's actually much bigger than Christmas. We don't celebrate the Christmas that the US does. So yeah, I'm personally getting ready, getting stocked up on gifts. But nevertheless, we have to trade, so let's get right into it. A couple of disclaimers before we start off here. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just a trader trading my own shit. All the tools I'll be using on stream, they can be found on the bapigindicator.com website. These guys make the best mathematics-based indicators on TradingView. They are currently having a Christmas sale on, and there is a referral code in the description of the stream. There's also a link to our Discord. Come join us, come hang out, come ask questions, and learn some new concepts. Stop being a math denier. And come follow me on Twitter as well. I do have a Twitter available and an Instagram, although not much work has been put in on the Instagram side. All right, let's take a look at the markets. Starting off with the indices as we usually do. Let's take a look at Australia. Anything crazy happened? No, Australia is still on its way up. SSR moving up nice. QCV expanding nice, suggesting this is going to be a pretty big move as long as this persists. And this is on the daily. And entropy has now started ticking down. Good morning, comrade. How are you doing today, Weebos? I hope all is well. Momentum positive, not much trend happening here, although on the long term Hearst has started moving up from a significant mean reversion area, so that is nice if we can get this to turn around. The reason why I'm expecting this to be a pretty big move at this point is on the QCV and on the entropy. As long as those two things persist, I'm looking at this as a delta trade, although you probably will get some chop as there isn't much trend happening on the autocorrelation indicators. And volatility expanding. Nice. Let's take a look at Germany 30. Nothing too crazy has happened since we looked at it yesterday. A little bit of a down day yesterday. SSR is still kind of hanging around. The SS, actually, the self-similarity itself has gone down a little bit, although the MA is still moving up. Volatility still expanding, still expecting that to persist. As with the rest of the world markets, the weekly volatility is extremely low. So 2022, there's going to be some premium to buy in 2022, I'll tell you that much. For now though, things seem to be on their way up, rather random, still mean reversion, but nevertheless above the XCM, so we are expecting the big moves to come to the upside. Above the DO, excuse me, not the XCM. Russia, how's Russia doing? Not much has changed since yesterday. The HVZ is extremely low now, so we could get another boost of volatility here, but overall the volatility is very, very high. The HEP is at 96, so that's pretty extreme and has started climbing down actually. Let's take a look at the weekly while we're here. Yeah, the weekly is not looking good, to be fair. The weekly is not looking good. This can take some time, but the fact that entropy is now moving down, momentum is negative, autocorrelation possibly present, and Hearst is still in mean reversion, but the QCV is hinting at a crossover. So these can be some big massive moves. Obviously they're going to take their time, but for a reference, I believe this was the Corona dump, which started out as a QCV cross. Man, not looking good. As long as this persists, probably down. Let's take a look at Moscow. Yeah, very similar stance on the weekly. Let's take a look at the daily. Daily entropy is coming to an end, so this is getting a little bit more random. This gives us a chance for some upside above the DO, but again, that I wouldn't take that as a read on that. This is just suggesting it's getting more random. It's getting less favorable to the delta traders. Momentum has gone positive. It is fighting with the due right now. Volatility is very high. So let's see if it can make it over there. The one convincing thing I would bet on is volatility going lower over the course of the next 30 days or so, but the weekly still picking up, which is troublesome, especially if this crosses over. Not a good look overall for Russia. Not a good look overall for Russia. As long as this persists, not probably more downside, but probably less volatility. So we'll keep an eye on this. Let's take a look at UK. UK was doing some crazy things yesterday. Yes, still is. SSR moving up nice. HVP is expanding. QCV now printing reds and moving up, and entropy moving down. So UK, as long as those conditions persist, probably goes for a pretty crazy pump here. We do have some room up to the second band there on the top band of the SSR. So the self-similarity between these returns can continue to persist, at least for the time being. Volatility still expanding, HVZ very low. We could go for another leg here. Although nothing is really saying autocorrelation. The Hearst is in significant mean reversion. I know I do have the longer Hearst on, but nevertheless, you know, this is, as long as this persists, we are not in any sort of a trending move. Will take some time to turn around as well. VRT on the shorter side, I have I believe a 32 look back here. Yeah, I have a 32 look back here. So it's a little bit quicker. It's sampling the last 32 days, as well as I believe the last 16, 8, and 4. And this is saying no trend yet, although on its way up. No possible autocorrelation, close to a random walk. The entropy with the longer sampling period is saying this is favorable to a delta trader, so we are continuing to look up, but nevertheless, I would like to see some autocorrelation present. Nice, good job UK. Good job UK. I don't know, has anything crazy happened in the UK? I feel like they were going pretty nuts with the lockdowns. I saw a lot of Twitter videos on riots and whatnot. I wonder if they're still locked down. Haven't checked on world events in quite some time. All right, let's move on to China. How's China doing? Taking a big step down yesterday. Wow, HVP very low and is now expanding. HVZ went all the way up to the top band. Autocorrelation present on Hearst, VRT, and DWT as well, suggesting possible autocorrelation. And we are now expecting the big moves to come to the downside. Not a good setup for China A50. Let's see how low this goes, because for checking what's possible, you know, the 1% cone is within the range of probabilities, so we could very well see a new low in China. I'm not suggesting that this is likely, but it is certainly possible. Yeah, let's see. All right, let's take a look at Hang Seng. This market's been getting beat up for a long time now, and actually entropy still moving lower. The one hopeful thing is that the QCV crossed back down, so hopefully this won't be a very big move down and we will get entropy to pick back up. Momentum still negative, although the R squared on the mom is declining, so we shouldn't be paying too much attention to it. And VRT coming out of possible trends, still a random walk, and Hearst is in mean reversion. DWT is in possible negative autocorrelation. So nothing suggesting trend here necessarily, just likely higher volatility in the future. Likely, as long as this persists, likely further downside. All right, let's take a look at Japan. Japan, not too much has changed here either. What can we observe for Japan? Rather random, pretty random market. Volatility is pretty high, probably goes lower over time. Other than that, not much. Let's take a look at the weekly. Weekly MOM and ACDC have gone positive, but still rather random market. And HVP is expanding. Those will be the only bets I would want to make. The SSR looks like it might give you a a rise at the end of the week, but we do have to wait for this to close and for the new year to start. And actually, no, we have a trading day tomorrow, so we'll check the monthlies tomorrow, unless Doug probably checks the monthlies, right? I know he does a lot of work off of monthly expected moves. All right, let's take a look at Nikkei. Not a lot of change. Not a lot of change. VRT, possible autocorrelation, but still random walk. Mean reversion for Hearst. Possible negative autocorrelation for DWT. So a couple of things disagreeing here, but this is just a random market. J2 Easy Sniper. Jesus Christ, could you make a more complex name? Welcome. How you doing? Is this J-Bull? Is this J-Bull? Did Annex bully you into coming onto the stream or what? Welcome. All right. Nikkei, probably lower volatility in the future. Although the 77 read with it rising, yeah, I'm not gonna make that call yet. I'm not gonna make that call here. Rather random market, and I don't really want to call anything else on that. Sometimes there's, you know, we just don't know. Like price is random. No point of making predictions on that. And we don't have any extremes to bet against. Like the market is pretty within the standard range, and so there isn't much we can say on something like this yet. But we'll continue looking at it. All right, let's take a look at Dow Jones. Dow Jones taking another step up. Look at that. Holy shit. SSR still moving up. Looks like it's approaching the upper band and now. Still has some room though. Volatility still expanding. QCV still expanding. VRT, possible autocorrelation, still rather random, and entropy is moving higher. So it is a rather random market, but hey, welcome to the market open. And Hearst is in significant mean reversion. Okay, for something like this, probably as long as this persists, we continue this move up. This doesn't have much room on it. The QCV would suggest that there's volatility incoming, which we are seeing on the HVP and the HVEs. So probably that persists, and most likely you start seeing some chop. I did a write-up on Twitter about the S&P 500, which is in a very similar stance to this, and essentially I'm expecting not a lot of downside from a probability perspective. I think on the S&P 500 there's only like 10% chance we go below 46.75, which is over here, over the next 60 days. So very low chance of downside, but no autocorrelation present. So probably chop, probably higher volatility, probably chop, probably ranges like we've seen here, but overall up. This will probably wipe out quite a lot of retail traders because since I was in Wall Street Bets Discord last, they are always looking for 100x moves to the upside and 100% moves to the downside on every single trade. I don't know what it is with those guys. I think they're just allergic to money, honestly. But hey, thank you for making the market. All right, let's move on to the S&P 500. Nice open within the first expected moves for today. SSR still rising, HVP still rising, QCV still rising. Looks like Hearst wants to move up above the filter. Let's see if we can start some trend over next week and in the new year. We'll take a look at the monthly tomorrow because the monthly is closing tomorrow. But for today, everything seems to be on par. Probably higher volatility, getting less random, so that's nice for delta traders, excuse me. Doesn't mean you can't come back down and maybe go to the do, maybe go to one of the lower expected moves. Tail traders, yeah. WSB traders, best traders. True, they are they are the best, absolutely. All right. Yeah, so probably upside with very low probability, less than 10% of us closing below 46.75 over the next 60 days, and probably chop as long as you're not seeing any autocorrelation in the meantime. All right, let's take a look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq opened with within the first expected move today too. Nothing too crazy. Volatility still expanding. QCV gave you a nice cross up and is on its way up. So we should be expecting some pretty good volatility coming in soon. Although also like the S&P 500, not a lot of trend, and pretty random. All right, nice. How did Bitcoin do? J-Bull or J2, are you in any trades? All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin had a little bit of a bleed out yesterday. The 4 hour was looking pretty damn terrible, and I do want to actually take a look at the weekly on Bitcoin today as well. All right, so let's start off there. Let's start off with the longer stuff. And the one thing of note is the SSR. Obviously we have to wait for this week to close to actually get a read on this, but the way I'm reading it is because it's below the bottom band, we have a higher than usual likelihood that the next return will be self-similar. This can get more extreme, but as far as taking bets goes, you know, there's an example right here. We had a return outside of the band, so the next one we should have been expecting to be self-similar to this one, and that's exactly what we see. We had a positive return, and then the next one was self-similar to it, so we had another positive return for the week after. If the week closes like this as a down week outside of the band, we could see another down week next week to open up the new year. So certainly not a good look. I'll be paying attention to this because I actually did end up taking a position, and we will go over that later. Anything else we can spot? Obviously mom being negative, ACDC being negative. This is trend, this significant trend on Hearst, and DWT suggesting possible autocorrelation with a lag of 1. So not a good look as it stands. Volatility is low enough for us to have a pretty damn big move, but let's see how the week closes. We are currently on the first expected move, and actually if you are a options trader, or even if you're not, this is the power of expected moves. You know, you have a 70% chance of closing within the range. Does that mean that you will always win these trades? No, it literally means you will win these 70% of the time. But as far as odds goes, those are pretty good odds. You can definitely make money off of that. With the longer term stuff, you can do some options plays. Especially, you know, when we get to what are my probabilities here? I think it's 5%. Yeah, a 5% probability of closing below the second expected move, and 1% probability of closing below the third expected move. So we are currently on the first one. Let's see if we can close within that range. Let's move on to the daily. On the daily, we see entropy going lower. Not a good sign when you are below the due, as we should be expecting the big moves to come to the downside. We also see mom kind of fighting with the negative trend here. Let's see if we can turn this around today. Hearst is in trend. VRT looks like it's about to give you some possible autocorrelation, and DWT is giving you also some possible autocorrelation with a lag of 1. Not a good look. Not a good look as far as this goes. However, I do want to mention that from a probability perspective, we are unlikely to go much lower. I certainly don't want to be making bets on it. In fact, I'm making bets against it. I think we had something like 3% chance of going below 42k over the next 7 days. You are below the 5% cone. So breaking this would be like getting 4 heads in a row. It is possible, but it is just unlikely. So it's not a place, you know, I spent way too much time in Wall Street Bets Discord yesterday, and like you don't want to bet your life on us going lower when we're already below some crazy probability like 5%. What does this probability mean? It means that you have a 90% chance of closing within the cone. Is that a likely bet? No, you're gonna win it 10% of the time. you're gonna win it 10% of the time, and so it doesn't make sense to make those kinds of bets. But nevertheless, if you are looking at the more immediate stuff, it certainly doesn't look good in the short term with actually self-similarity ended up taking a step down. Let's see how we close today. We are currently in the first expected moves range. I don't like this entropy read. I don't like the fact that we have some negative momentum. I hope we do end up turning this around. Oh my god. And Ankh is also in the Wall Street Bets Discord, I see. Nice. All right, let's move on to the shorter stuff, which was, you know, getting pretty intense yesterday, but looks to be coming to an end today. So yesterday we were kind of getting worried about the entropy moving down as well as the QCV moving up. Lots of positive autocorrelation here with the DWT and the VRT. Come on, BTC, do something. Soon TM, big massive move incoming. However, we do see this market now getting more random. We see a potential cross back down for QCV, so hopefully we will put an end to this move down right here, right now. This is not by any means confirmed, but hey, one can hope. Also, we see momentum moving back up, which is nice on the shorter time frame. I do think that if we end up getting across on the QCV, this down move is pretty much done. It doesn't mean we can't start another one, but until that happens, that would be my position on it, and that's actually how I am trading. I ended up shorting some puts. I shorted the 50,000 strikes. Let me actually see. Let me see what I did. How far out did I go? I think I went like 50 days. Yeah, I went 56 days out. Check daily entropy, PIP, and vol though. Yeah, so that was the big issue. The volatility is low. Usually I will go short options on a higher volatility move, but I was honestly this is not the options play I wanted to make, but because of the size of the account, I was unable to make any other play, and this one seemed like the most logical from a probability perspective. Like I am worried about volatility rising. I am worried about more downside for sure. There are markers for that, but from a probability perspective, I don't think we have much more downside. Like this was the one to buy. Right now we're kind of in this just bullshit territory. I don't like the entropy, so hopefully we'll turn that around. I guess the point I'm making is this isn't the trade I wanted to make, but this is the one that I ended up making, so we will have to wait and see how that plays out. Usually I would just go long premium and then short options against it in a scenario like this, because I would be expecting more volatility to rise. Yeah, and I'd short options against it to reduce my cost basis. Essentially, that is the play I wanted to make, but we need to grow our account first before we can pull off shit like that. We'll get there. All right, check daily entropy, PIP, and vol though. Yeah, so PIP is picking up, suggesting we are going to get a move, although today it dropped off a little bit. Over a longer term, it is picking up, suggesting we are going to get a move. Volatility is low. HVZ seems to be on its way back up. Sorry, PEP. Well, I have entropy on. I don't know. Does it make sense to check PEP if you have entropy on? PEP as my prior entropy percentile. So this attempts to rank order entropy. When we see the yellow flashes from a very high spot, you are likely to get a decline in entropy. For delta traders, this is what you want to see for a potential delta move, as I do have mine set to a 95 filter. I'm not looking for a drift like behavior. I'm looking for an actual significant change in price. Yes, entropy is moving down. Not a good look. not a good look. I completely agree. I completely agree, especially being below the XCM, especially with the weekly. If it closes like this on the SSR, I will manage this trade if we do end up actually closing the week like this. I'm gonna have to manage it. Yeah. It is now declining. It is now declining, and we actually see entropy declining alongside it. So nicely lined up, and gave you a very big hint over here. All right, let's take a look at probabilities too. I do want to see this range that we're in. Most likely people are looking at this range, 52.725. Maybe let's go lower. Let's go 52.5. Okay, so here are your probabilities over the next 30 days. You have a 33% chance of breaking this range to the upside and 29% chance of breaking the range to the downside, with the most probability being given to actually staying within the range at 36%. If you are making bets on us going outside of the range, you have about a 63% chance of success. Certainly nothing to write home about, but better than 50-50. And actually, that is how I wanted to structure my trade. I wanted to take the bet that we will exit the range. Yeah, currently my bet is that we will exit the range to the upside, or we will stay within the range. Either one of those two scenarios I'm perfectly fine with, as I will just end up making theta. And it looks like the probability is on my side with that. I have about a 70% chance of success on that. Yeah, so I am counting that as pretty important. Let's take a look at the weeklies too. This is over the next 30 weeks. We have a 27% chance of breaking to the downside here as well. So certainly not very high probability if you're looking for more downside, especially with the cone being where it is as well. Short in the money. Yeah, I am short in the money. I'm short puts in the money. Maybe I don't know, maybe Unk got into my head or something. He went shorting a crazy amount of puts. He's doing like 30 deltas, I think. It's fucking insane. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're we're small fish right now. All right, let's check Ethereum. Oh, god damn it. Ethereum entropy on its way down. QCV looks like it gave you a cross, but kind of messing around with it. It's exposure to the raise, bro. They're getting to us, man. I mean, hey, fair enough, fair enough. I just saw the Wall Street Bets guys just shorting the shit like out of Bitcoin yesterday. Like, oh, 10x short here. I was okay. I'm gonna sell some puts. Time to sell some puts. All right. Entropy moving down. This is what you want to see as a delta trader. This is not too significant yet. For reference, let me just it's just as long as it persists, it's not a good look. As a delta trader, you want to be trading in environments with declining entropy. Like, this is an example of a much bigger decline in entropy, and you can see we still had moves to the upside. We still had some sort of range. I don't even like using that term. That's a TA term, but price essentially ended up doing nothing while entropy continued to move down, and then it gave you a little bit of a bleed out and started picking back up again. So, and that's not even a crazy move on entropy. That's not even a crazy move on entropy. Like, the Rona dump is a fucking great example of a move down on entropy. Like, that was a huge change in price. And we see the entropy read moving down to 0.6. For reference, we are currently at 0.96. So if this is to be a big move, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. But in the meantime, it is declining. Not a good look. Mom going negative. Not a good look. Below the do, we should be expecting the big moves to come to the downside. Hearst is entering trend. I do have mine on a 365 sampling period. And VRT suggesting random walk, and DWT suggesting possible negative autocorrelation. I don't know if it's too significant here. It's right on the midline, actually. SSR was way outside of the band. So just like I suggested over here that, hey, if this week's return is going to be closing as a down return, then outside of the band, then if we were to pick up self-similarity, likely next week will be a down return as well. This can get more extreme, don't get me wrong, but this is what we're seeing on Ethereum in reverse. The return was way outside of the band to the upside. It was extremely self-similar to the return before. So now to make the next one less self-similar, we got a little bit of an up one. Obviously, this one hasn't closed. We do need to wait a little bit. But yeah, nevertheless, it's just the same thing that's in reverse. Not a good look for Ethereum so far. My analysis yesterday, sorry, yeah, you guys are talking to each other. Yeah, not a good look. Not a good look for Ethereum. Let's hope it turns it around so that me and Marky can be moon boys again. Anything else interesting happen? Let's take a look at the crypto top 100. Oh, let's look at rates actually. Mind peep until rate, yeah, absolutely, we will take a look. Nothing too significant in rates. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Shit. Oh, also, we made some upgrades to the stream. We got some new emotes. We got actually a way for you guys to queue up some media if you wanted to play something on stream. So you can do exclamation mark commands in the chat to see what are the possible CloudBot commands. We are moving up. Let's take a look at the Tilray. God damn it. Tilray had a very, very big move to the downside. QCV turning down, suggesting this move has come to an end. Let's actually take a look at the QMZ as well. The QMZ is not at any sort of extreme here. This is on the close. Yeah, so the Tilray, likely this move is coming to an end with the QCV turning down. Hearst is still in trend. Mom has gone a little bit more positive, and ACDC is turned up as well, but both of these are still negative. I want to be very clear about that. They are still in the red territory. It just looks like trend is getting weaker over time, so likely putting these two together, it is coming to an end. Let's take a look at the 4 hours for an entropy read. Entropy is on its way down on a shorter time frame. Do keep an eye on this. If we break above the do, then we should be expecting the big moves to come to the upside. As long as entropy is declining there, then that's fine. But if we don't, then we should be expecting the big moves to the downside. All right, are we on any sort of probability? Let's take a look. 31 bars back. Yeah, so we're between the 1 and the 5% probability, so you have a 90% chance of closing within the cone. Pretty damn significant. If you wanted to add to a portfolio, it would kind of make sense here. Let's also take a look actually at the probability panel. And let's grab maybe like 10. All right, so here are your probabilities over the next 30 days. You have a 53% chance of staying within the range. It's essentially a 50-50 bet whether you go outside the range or stay within it, with more chances being given to the downside than to the upside at 29% and 16% respectively. From momentum, you likely do have a move up as long as the XCM persists. Let's see the SSR as well. Pretty convoluted here. and HVZ on its way up. So do keep an eye on that. How do you choose your look back probability? So this is actually a look forward probability. It just depends on what kind of, usually like when we're just glancing at stuff, I just grab the next month because it's probably more relevant to you. When I am making a trade, it depends on the trade itself. So for example, like if I'm doing an options trade and I'm going short options, I can grab 45 days. Because that's usually how far out I will go on shorting options. So it really depends on you. I think the sample period for the mean and the autocorrelation, I grab 365 because most of my trades are on daily. So I'm looking back a year essentially for the data. But again, you're gonna get the correct result for the sample size you choose. It just depends on your time horizon and what you want to do. All right, let's take a look at, let's go crypto top 100. Anything have crazy move? Are you guys are making a new cone? New cone, also more complex than just take last whatever. Maybe an update for a new EM if there's time. Jesus Christ. You guys make so much shit, it's actually nuts. Yeah, no worries at all. My pleasure. So Mina had a pretty big move up, 9% today. CeLo. This one's on FTX. I'm pretty sure I was exposed to it. New cone is coming. Jesus Christ, you guys are busy. Well done. New cone coming in 2022. Big moves. All right. Anything else you guys want to look at today? I think I've pretty much covered all of the stuff that I wanted to look at for the market overview. I'm not going to be doing trades today because I am currently in a trade. Like usually you'll see me trade occurrences for FTX and stuff, for just Delta stuff. But I want to give this options play some time. Yeah, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. May I get access? Oh, let's see what stocks Weebos went over today. Yeah, did you get the move done or what? Did you move the boxes? Bro, Annex is on it though. All right, let's take a look at some of the Weibo stuff. AV and W. Bro, just wait till your dog gets sick, okay? You ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. AV and W turned up on the QCV. Nice, likely higher volatility. Momentum's positive above the due. This has some room. This has some room for a nice pump. Nice find, Annex. This on the daily, yes, on the weekly. Still pretty random on entropy, but nevertheless, we could make a trade here. Momentum looks like it's about to go positive. Oil check inbound. Let's take a look at beat. Probably not enough data on this. Yeah, not enough data. I think this is one that he sourced off of insider buys. For what it's worth, QCV's turned up on the daily, and momentum looks like it might go positive here, but not a lot of data. Let's take a look at Tela. Yo, dog, are you still in what the fuck, Smurf? I think it was called. QCV turned up. We'll check on Smurf because I think Weebos was talking about it yesterday too. For this is the DWT suggesting negative autocorrelation here with the lag of 1. Actually pretty significant, has been around for quite a while. VRT is coming out of non-random walk into random walk with possible negative autocorrelation, and Hearst is in significant significant mean reversion. So putting these together, very low volatility, likely to continue as long as the Hearst continues on a 365-day basis with no trend whatsoever. Even with the QCV turn up, which is suggesting higher volatility, this does not look like a delta trade. I don't know if this shit has options, but maybe not even a bad call to short some premium. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna take that back because your volatility is pretty low. Yeah, your volatility is pretty low and your QCV's turned up. Let's take a look at Smurf. Smurf actually had a decent move up since December 15th. Oh, you meant Smurf is OTC still? Okay, gotcha. What type of time, Waddler? Yeah, a bunch of people are in this, but I think you were mentioning it because of the metaverse. How is it connected? Rising volatility, nice. Probably continues on its way up. Let's see the SSR here. Yeah, SSR very low, has some room to move up as well. Check Virtuous channel, too much to explain here. Okay, gotcha. Possible autocorrelation on both of these. Hearst is in mean reversion over a longer period of time, but probably continues to the upside as long as volatility is rising and momentum is positive. We don't have the due calculation on it quite yet, do we? No, there's something going on here. I do like where the SSR is. I like that momentum's positive. I like that there's possible autocorrelation, and I like the expanding volatility. Nice. We could also actually take a look at the probabilities on this range. Let's grab, for example, 3, and let's grab 128. Check Joan. All right. Okay, here are your probabilities over the next 30 days. Above target 17%, not very high. Within the range 48%, and below target at 34. Not very high probability of going up. All right, let's take a look at Joan. Oh shit, look at this. Nice, QCV turning up from a low point. Let's maybe even get HVP on here. Is this recent? Yeah, this is very recent. Yeah, QCV daily attempting to cross up. Nice. Returns look like they're about to go positive. SSR moving up from a decently low point, and momentum's positive. Yeah, we should be expecting the big moves to come to the outside. Nice, well done. It would be great to see volatility on it as well as entropy. Kind of feel a little bit blind on these, but nevertheless, so that's a good trade to take as it is. Cluster insider buys, high short interest. Oh, coming together. This song just seems to be perpetual build up with no climax. It's the story of your life, my friend. It's the story of your life. Yeah, are you starting a business or what? Alright, sorry. I won't come back to it. Alright, how is the S&P doing? Yeah, this song, okay, to Enkosh's point, this song is fucking boring. Oh, we love you, Enkosh. All right, so on the music side, I've been doing some research, and apparently we can get like really fucked for playing DMCA music. Like I think we've just gotten away with it because we're so small at this point in time, but I essentially have to resort to non-DMCA music, but I've been given the ability to actually go through it and put together a playlist. What about playing DMX music? Fucking wish, man. Fucking wish. All right, time and AVAX. Let's take a look. AVAX. Oh, excuse me, this is time on the daily below the dew, expecting the big moves to come to the downside. VRT suggesting trend and actually not a random walk. This market is inefficient and momentum is negative, although mom is hinting at a little bit of a cross up. We don't have volatility metrics on this quite yet, except for the QCV, which is still cooling down, so don't be expecting this to be a big crazy move as of yet. Ready to throw down some money for licenses. No. We gotta strap this thing together. We can do it. I can't believe Krong ever paid for it. Yeah, I don't know how he got what was it? Was it Deadmau5? I think it was Deadmau5. So long as you don't save your videos, you're fine. But she also sees. Yeah, I think you could do that. I think you could do that if you don't save your videos. And actually, that is an option for us, but the problem is YouTube. Do you avoid inefficient markets? No, it's actually one of the only times that it makes sense to put money down is when the market is inefficient. Because if the market's efficient, you just want to have exposure, essentially, in some percentage that is reasonable to your portfolio. But if the market's inefficient, it actually makes sense to trade. But inefficiencies usually don't last for long. They usually get traded away. Strobe by Deadmau5. What a guy. All right, let's take a look at AVAX. Excuse me. J2, take a look at tasty trade videos. There's a great playlist. Fuck, what was it? The skinny on options math. And not everything they say is going to be true, but it's a very, very good start, especially if you are coming from the TA world. You probably have a lot of assumptions on the market, or just general, I don't mean this in the rude way, but probably just a general lack of knowledge about how we mathematically model markets, what kind of makes sense, what doesn't, and they have a great playlist going over all the math behind options, and that can help you a lot for starting out. Let me actually find it here. Tasty Trade here. They have on demand. Yeah, on demand. This is tastytrade.com, and then you go to Skinny on Options Math, and just watch some stuff. Just watch some stuff, and you know, I hope that helps you out. Other than that, just also read the chat, read the Discord stuff. There's a lot of info there. There's actually a shitload of info there. And watch Dogman streams. Powerful. All right. AVAX down to 104. Anything of note here? HVZ's low. Probably get a bit of a boost in volatility soon. TM. Momentum is negative below the due as well. And VRT looks like it's going to give you some possible positive autocorrelation, and Hearst is in trend as well. We don't have entropy on this. Let's take a look at Twitch. Also apparently has a reasonable music library, but mostly okay. There's been a bunch of memes. I don't know. Hey, let me see if I can find only Mob Dev on stream. I fucking wish. All right, I'm gonna find out later. I'm gonna find out. This is just a fucking bunch of nonsense. All right. Yeah, I wish we could like the thing that they should do really is like let anybody play any music, and then for the people that are actually making money streaming, they should just charge them a percentage if your music is playing. Like it can all be programmed. There doesn't have to be like a person sitting figuring out costs and shit. But instead, what they've done is they protected themselves so they can't get sued. And the way they've done that is they said, we're gonna ban every single streamer who plays anything that's DMC. And it's bad for them and it's bad for everybody. It's a little bit dumb. 4 hour, pretty random. You're on the 5% cone. Probably got a higher reading too. Let me take a look. Yeah, somewhere between 5 and 1% on the cone. Certainly wouldn't want to be short here on a 4 hour basis. Maybe add to some positions. QCV moving up, not a good look as long as you're below the due. However, not a lot of autocorrelation present except for the Hearst on the longer term. We should be expecting higher volatility as the QCV is moving up and the HVE is pretty low. Check out Eagle. I don't know if I've ever played the rap playlist that they have on here, the DMCA free rap playlist. It's fucking next level. It's next level. Let me see if I can find it. It's like it's exactly what rap is all about. Oh, this is R&B. Where was rap? Did they take it off? Pop, no. Melodic bass, no. Lo-fi, no. Oh, they don't have it anymore. They don't have it anymore. What? Yeah, that's crazy. It was so bad that they took it off. Snap, see if I get a double, man. Yeah, let's take a look at Snap. We'll take a look at Eagle, and then we'll take a look at Snap. All right, Eagle. Holy shit! Oh my god. He's saying Samp. Okay, gotcha. Eagle. Momentum's positive, although bomb did give you a cross down. VRT, possible autocorrelation, QCV moving up. Volatility still low on this move up. This could be a pretty fucking powerful blast. I would probably want to wait for the mom to cross up again. Oh, I'm looking on the 4-hour. That's what's going on. Yeah, even on the 4-hour, I'd want to wait for this to cross up, maybe get it a little bit lower. But overall looks pretty damn good for a move up. Let's take a look at the daily. Yeah, daily QCV turned up, volatility very low. Momentum is positive above the due. Nice. Would be nice to see entropy move down. But you could manage on the QCV, could manage on the due, and could manage on momentum. So that's pretty damn good for a delta trade. What indies do you use for efficient measurements? So entropy is a very good one. VRT is another very good one. When VRT is outside of the significant zones, it's very unlikely that the market is following a random walk, and it is probably inefficient. Read the descriptions for the indicators. There are a lot of good ones that are mentioned in there, but entropy, fucking powerhouse, because you get a much longer sampling period on the entropy than you do on the VRT, and you can adjust the filter. So for filter length, for example, 5, you can spot more drift-like conditions, or for filter length 95, for example, which is what I use, you can spot potential significant price changes. Hurst DFA confidence interval. Yeah, do read the scrolls. There are a lot. Yeah, daily looks good. Coming up to the top of the SSR band, maybe have another day or so that's crazy like this, maybe not. Getting up to the top range. Let's take a look at SanP. Santo Mining Corp. I think we've looked at this one. Holy shit. This is on daily, yes. How much data do we have for this? Not that much.
Talk to me.
Let's take probability panel off. Nice pump. As long as momentum's positive, entropy moving down, it makes sense to carry some long deltas on this above the due. Doesn't need to be more complex than that. QCV now turning up as well. Volatility is not at any sort of extreme here. Although the SSR is outside of the top band, so unlikely to persist in this fashion. VRT moving towards trend. Yeah, this looks good. Overall, I don't know if you want to wait to onboard something like this or not, but in general, I just want to have exposure to this. This is pretty good for a long. I'm still down on SanP though, not as bad today. Yeah, fucking 18% day. You don't say. Oh, is this a Bitcoin mining play? Okay, gotcha. Check MI with BTC maybe. Yeah, let's take a look at the mutual information. We won't have a very good sample. Oh no, we have a 300 sample. Very low mutual information with Bitcoin. 0.05. Actually, I think this is the same as the mutual information between Bitcoin and the S&P 500. Yeah, 0.05. very close delta, but look at your information adjusted beta. You're taking on 10 times more risk than you are in Bitcoin. That's a fucking crazy beta. Holy shit. Yeah, I might buy some. I might buy some with a very, very small amount, but nevertheless, nice find. Just one of the benefits of, you know, coming over to our Discord is that you get to talk to people that seem to have their eyes on a lot of assets that you just wouldn't even expect. Good find. Well done, guys. Can you check mutual information with gold between this and gold, or this or excuse me, gold and BTC? Let's do both. Why don't we do both? It's easy enough. So mutual info between Santo and gold. They have very low mutual info, 0.05. They are negatively correlated, and you're taking, or is that a negative read? New mutual information that shows historical coming soon to Jesus Christ. And information adjusted beta is at negative 51.92. Crazy numbers. Sample size of 300. Let's take a look at the gold and Bitcoin mutual info. Also low mutual info. Correlation is a positive 0.5 and beta is a 2.68. Bitcoin doesn't seem to share high mutual info with a lot of assets. Gold moves up 1%, S&P moves down by 49%. So I think you're looking at, let me see. Gold moves up by 1%, S&P moves down by 49%. Not necessarily. They are negatively correlated, yes, but they share very low mutual information. So it's unlikely that gold moves by something and then S&P also moves. Like, we can't tell much about gold by looking at S&P. Let's switch them around, see what it says. Let's do that. It's like they don't expect this, but then if it does happen, it would be in that order of magnitude if mutual information is low. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Maybe try total instead. Let's take a look at that. Between S&P and the total. Even less mutual info. 0.02. This is fucking powerful tool. I've also been actually using this to show some of my friends who just manage their own portfolios and shit, for, you know, assessing risk with beta, assessing how correlated if you're like overweight in positions, and this was actually a pretty good red pill for a lot of them, to be honest. It's a powerful tool. For mutual info to make sense, you got to understand joint probability distributions. All right, how's Bitcoin doing? Up 2% today. Not bad. Not bad. Let's hope this persists. Let's look at S&P quickly. Nice update within the first expected moves. Yes, 48.34 and no, excuse me, 48.38 and 47.66. Oh shit, okay, you actually posted. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm gonna copy and paste that, and then I'm going to put it into the Discord, if you're okay with that. Go into... What the fuck is this music? Jesus Christ. Media to consume. I'm gonna post it there. Oh, you'll do that. Okay, good shit. Good shit. Entropy still moving down on this move up. Nice. Let's continue to monitor that. QCV moving up. Nice. Hopefully we will get some trending behavior. For Nasdaq, same within the first expected move. So nothing too crazy today. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow. I hope you guys have an awesome night and make lots of money. I will continue to probably carry the trade that I'm currently in, which is just short options, short puts on Bitcoin. And yeah, hopefully we can turn it around. I will be back tomorrow. I will see you all then. Yeah, peace. Oh yeah, and you gotta go move some more bucks. Yeah, good luck with that. Catch Dogman on Random Walk with BA Pig stream. I have the link in the description of this stream. He will be streaming for market close. He goes over the tools. He goes over the tools from a beginner's perspective, so it's a very good resource. Come ask questions. Come check him out as well. And I believe he's on Twitch. Zazaj online. Jesus Christ. Okay, you guys are something else. Thanks guys, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed it. All right, let's go take a look at Zazaj. All right, if your parents are in the room, make them leave, please. We are rating some streamers. Of course some volatile dude shows up when it's time to... God damn it, my guy. We gotta find you a girlfriend. All right, off to the raid.